Anything you did on that?
Not specific changes.
Did you go to a meeting that was conducted by the supervisor of elections?
No, I did not.
And you didn't go to a meeting for the canvassing board procedures either?
No, I didn't.
Now, I'd like you to take a look at this document again that you signed. And look at page 5. What did I get?
Page 5?
4? Oh,
This is on page 5.
Okay, 5. Now, item I, number of voters that signed the register, is blank. Is that correct?
Yes, it is.
Do you know why it's correct?
No, I do not.
And then the number of votes under age is 533. Is that not correct?
I can't see if that's a 3 or a 7.
Well, you can add the ballots that you have up there.
I really can't read all the numbers.
You can't read the numbers. Well, under E, you've got 519, correct?
Okay.
That's the count from the AccuVote LCD counter. And then F, you've got 14. Is that correct?
Yes. Together, that's 533. Yes.
You get 533. Okay. I have no further questions.
Okay.
Let me just ask you a couple of questions about how the actual absentee ballots were counted. As I understand it, you were in this room. Before the ballots were actually stacked, when they were still in their sealed envelopes, do you know whether or not they were randomly mixed on the table prior to them being stacked up in a stack for you to count?
Are you referring to when they were on display? Or?
Yes, before you came to the table.
Mm-hmm.
Could you describe, just for the record, how they were?
I don't recall specifically. I know they were spread out among these 4 tables, and I believe we actually had some in a table. We didn't have enough room, and some more were put on another table over here, but I don't know of any specific order they were laid out or collected. Okay,
and after they were laid out, what happens next to them? How were they put in a pile, or what happened?
I believe Mr. Henderson collected them. He was the only one that was allowed to touch them at that point. And again, I don't recall how many stacks they were placed in afterwards when Mrs. Morgan and I came up to the opening.
When Mr. Henderson was making the stacks, did he do it in any particular order, or did he appear to do it just randomly?
It appeared random. I couldn't recognize any order.
Now, if I understand it, then those stacks were sitting on the table, and that's the stack that you started to open?
Yes.
Okay. Did you use care to cover the name on the outside of the envelope when you were opening them?
Yes, I did.
Is in fact the way that you would open it cause the name to be facing upward?
Yes, it did. The way the sleeve, the fold, the flap that folded over was on the same side as the signature.
Okay. When you opened it, am I correct that you put it in a pile for Miss Morgan, or did you actually put it in her hand?
I just placed them to my right in the pile. Sometimes I was 1 or 2 ahead of Miss Morgan.
Okay. As to the exhibits you have in front of you, the TSX provisional ballots, they were counted, correct? They're part of that count?
Yes, they're included in the total number of ballots voted.
Okay. Okay. Well, let me ask a little bit more specifically about when you're opening the envelopes. Do you have the left hand covering the name?
Yes. this was about, the ballots were stacked in front of me, sort of off to my left. I would grab a ballot. Again, the flat side was up, the signature was there, but I don't recall if it was upside down or facing me. So I put my left hand over it to cover the signature, and then I opened it. I pulled the sleeve, the ballot, and the sleeve out, and they were placed to my right, and then I put the ballot envelope in front of me.
Okay. And Mr. Irby was sitting behind you and to your right?
Behind me to my right, yes, he was between Mrs. Morgan and her.
Okay. So thank you for that clarification. That's all the questions I have.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
I want to get that very last before that one, which I think is number 9. It's just a one pager.
Yes.
That's
So we're going to begin at 9 tomorrow?
Yes.
And you're going to hold on to these and bring them with you tomorrow?
You know what, I'm not sure who's coming tomorrow, so